A wildlife photographer in Botswana once documented something that didn't make sense on paper. A fully grown leopard. Healthy. Well-fed. Sitting 15 feet from a man who had no weapon, no vehicle, no escape route. The man didn't run. He didn't speak. He just turned slowly and looked directly at the cat. The leopard left. That same leopard, 3 days earlier, had dragged an impala out of a tree from twice that distance. The impala never saw it coming. Same predator. Same hunger. Completely opposite outcomes. The only variable was whether the prey knew it was being watched. That's not a coincidence. That's biology running a system so old it predates language, predates tools, predates almost everything we think of as human advantage. Here's what makes this strange. Leopards are not timid animals. A leopard will enter a lion's territory, steal its kill, and climb 15 feet up a tree carrying an animal heavier than itself before the lion finishes turning around. Fear is not a word that fits easily into a leopard's behavioral profile. And yet direct eye contact from a human, even an unarmed one, registers as something worth retreating from. The answer isn't about the eyes themselves. It's about what eyes forward on a face have communicated for 50 million years. Every predator on this planet carries its eyes on the front of its head. Lions, wolves, eagles, owls. Front-facing eyes evolved specifically for depth perception. The ability to judge distance accurately enough to close a gap and strike at the right moment. Eyes on the front of the face mean one thing in the animal kingdom. This creature hunts. Prey animals are built the opposite way. Deer, rabbits, zebras carry their eyes on the sides of their heads. Wide field of vision. Almost 360 degrees of awareness. Designed to detect movement at the edges, not to calculate distance to a target. When a predator looks at another animal's face and sees forward-facing eyes staring back, every evolved instinct it carries reads that as a single signal. Something is hunting me right now. But here's the layer underneath that most people miss. Eye contact doesn't just signal predator status. It signals awareness. And awareness is the single variable that collapses a hunt before it begins. Every ambush predator on Earth operates on the same foundational assumption. The prey does not know the predator exists. Remove that assumption and the entire attack strategy falls apart. A leopard's hunting method requires invisibility. A lion's requires a prey animal facing the wrong direction. A crocodile's requires complete unawareness of what's sitting below the waterline. The moment the prey animal locks eyes with the predator, the ambush is over. Not because the prey became more dangerous. Because the predator lost its only real advantage. Awareness detected means the element of surprise is gone. And without surprise, a predator is just a large animal trying to outrun something that now has a head start and a reason to use it. This is also exactly why predators attack from behind. It's not cruelty. It's not strategy in any complex sense. It's the simplest possible application of the awareness principle. An animal facing away cannot confirm what's behind it. Cannot track distance. Cannot time a defensive response. The back of a head carries zero threat signals because the back of a head cannot see. Turning your back to a predator doesn't make you slower. It makes you unaware. And unawareness is the only thing a predator actually needs. There's something worth sitting with here. Humans are the only species on the planet that predators treat differently based on whether they're being observed. A wolf that will approach a campsite from the edge of the tree line will stop and hold position the moment a human turns and faces it directly. Not because the human became more dangerous in that half second. Because the human demonstrated awareness. That signal, eyes forward, gaze direct, body turned to face the threat, communicates something no weapon communicates at distance. I see you. I know what you are. And I am not the prey animal you were looking for. Maybe the most powerful survival tool evolution handed humans wasn't a thumb or a spear or fire. It was the ability to look something dangerous directly in the eye and not look away first.